What are brand myths? We've all heard them. Those catchy little statements that sound true, but might just be holding your brand back. It's time to set the record straight and get into some serious myth busting. I'm going to tackle some of the biggest branding myths out there, break them down, and give you the real deal on what you need to know to take your branding to the next level. Today, we're talking all about it. I'm Peachy Williams, the Brand Voice Builder. As a business owner, I understand that building a brand doesn't happen overnight. It's all about positioning yourself to build, brand, and grow. If you're an entrepreneur or one in the making, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Myth number 1. A great product sells itself. This is a big one because the idea that a great product can just walk off the shelves on its own with no branding, no marketing, and no effort needed is definitely a myth. Let me tell you, if that were true, we'd all be sitting pretty with million-dollar brands right now, wouldn't we? The reality is that a great product is important, but it's just one piece of the overall puzzle. Without strong branding and marketing, even the best products can go unnoticed. Think about it. How many times have you seen a fantastic product fall and fail simply because no one knew about it? Let's take a trip down memory lane. It's early 2000 and the company was TiVo. It was an incredible product, revolutionary even. It allowed users to pause live TV, skip commercials, and record shows to watch later. Sounds amazing, right? But despite being a game changer, TiVo struggled. Why? Because they didn't effectively communicate the product's values to their consumers. Many people didn't understand what it was or why they needed it. The lesson in that? Don't rely on your product alone. You need to tell the world why it's great. That's where branding and marketing comes in. Create a compelling story around your product, highlight its benefits, and make sure your target audience understands exactly how it can make their lives better. Myth number 2, your logo is your brand. All right, here's another one I hear all the time. Your logo is your brand. Now, while a logo is definitely a critical part of a brand, it's not the whole story. The reality is that your brand is so much more than just a logo. It's your messaging, your values, your customer experience, and how you make people feel. The logo is simply a visual representation of all those elements combined. Let's take a look at Nike. Their logo, the iconic swoosh, is recognized worldwide. But what if Nike didn't have a powerful brand story, its commitment to inspiring athletes of all levels, or its consistent messaging about pushing beyond limits? The swoosh would just be a check mark, right? It's the brand behind the logo that gives it meaning. The lesson? Think beyond the logo. When you're building your brand, focus on the bigger picture. Your brand story, values, and promise to your customers are what make your logo meaningful and memorable. So make sure those elements are strong and consistent. Have you ever wanted to connect with like-minded people to build, brand, and grow your business? It's time to join Prism, our ecosystem where your success comes first. Monthly workshops, co-working sessions, and so much more are just a few reasons why you don't want to miss it. Find out more about Prism at bit.ly/Prism now today. And myth number 3, branding is only for big companies. Now, this myth has held a lot of small businesses and entrepreneurs back. The idea that branding is something only the big guys like Coca-Cola or Apple need to worry about. So I'm here to bust it wide open. The reality is that branding is essential for businesses of all sizes. In fact, It's often even more critical for small businesses and startups because it helps you stand out in a crowded market. That's one of the reasons I created Color Me Brand. Now, let's take the story of Dollar Shave Club. They started as a small business with a simple idea: deliver razors to your door for $1 a month. What set them apart was their branding. It was quirky, irreverent, and totally different from the big players like Gillette. Their brand voice resonated with their target audience, and they quickly grew into a major player in the market. The lesson? Branding is for everyone. No matter the size of your business, your brand is what makes you unique. It's what draws customers to you and keeps them coming back. So don't underestimate the power of a strong brand, even if you're just starting out. 3 major branding myths busted. Remember, a great product doesn't sell itself. Your brand is more than just a logo, and branding isn't just for the big companies. By understanding and embracing the full scope of branding, you can position your business for success no matter its size. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might still believe in these myths. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So connect with me on social media and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time.